Hey guys, it's Chris with the Meta Homes team. I want to give you a quick June market update. So the market is shifting, but it's not as dramatic as some people make it seem. We closed May with about 12,000 active listings in Denver and Denver Metro. So we do have more inventory, but the market is not crashing. The reason we have more inventory is because homes are taking longer to sell. We have more days on market. A better way to describe Denver right now is that the market is more selective and more strategic. Buyers have more options, but they're also more careful. So sellers can still do well, but they can't just throw a high number and expect buyers to chase it like it's 2021 or 2022. The biggest change headed into June is inventory. 12,000 active listings. That's a big shift from the market people got used to over the last few years, where buyers had to make quick decisions and compete on almost every home. So buyers finally have more breathing room. Inventory is not building because every seller is rushing to dump their house. New listings are actually down compared to last year. So inventory is building because homes are taking longer to sell. That tells us that buyers are still out there, but they're being much more selective. They're looking at the payment, they're looking at the condition of the property, they're looking at location, taxes, insurance, HOA, all those things. Other than that, the median price in Denver Metro is still around 615,000, so prices are not falling apart. The real issue buyers are facing right now is the monthly payment. So rates are still sitting in the mid 6%. That's pretty much what's going on. Housing affordability is the real story here right now. It's not the market, it's not the prices, it's just housing affordability. Because of the interest rates, that reduces everybody's buying power. On the other hand, this is one of the best windows we've seen recently because sellers are way more open to negotiations. They're open to monetary concessions. They just want to sell their property, and the only way to do that is just by being more competitive and offering a little bit more than the listing across the street. So I guess the better question is, what does the monthly payment look like and how can we structure the deal to make that payment better? Sometimes a seller credit or a rate buy down can help you more than a small price reduction of, let's say, 10,000 or 20,000. Now, if you're a seller, this is not a bad market at all, but it's not the same market from a few years ago, and that's clear as night and day. You can't just list high, test the market, and assume that everybody's gonna fight over your property, considering that there's 6 other properties across the street or 2 blocks away or in the same neighborhood. So overpricing your property is a recipe for disaster right now. The more property sits on the market, the more questions a potential buyer will have. Why is the property on the market for 60 days? Why didn't it sell? Is there something wrong with the property? Is it overpriced? Is there any structural issues? Is there any electrical issues? It's all about buyer psychology. They will offer less money on a stale listing just because they feel like there might be something going on with the property. Sellers are still winning, but only with the right pricing, the right strategy, the right exposure, and realistic expectations, guys. So this is a market right now where strategy really matters. So if you're thinking about buying, selling, or investing in Denver and Denver Metro, don't just read the headlines. Look at the real numbers. Look at the payment and make a plan around the market we're actually in right now rather than the market we were in 2 years ago.